Hi, that's Alu, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about whether or not it's possible to recover from social anxiety disorder 100%. And by 100%, I would guess that I'm saying, like, you have no more symptoms. I know, okay, before I continue the video, I know I look kind of funny with this headset on, but the microphone is a lot better, and my webcam is very quiet to the microphone, and I haven't figured out how to change those settings, so I'm going to be wearing my headset for the video. Um, but anyway, so is it possible to recover from social anxiety disorder 100%? And okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit of a story. This video probably won't even be that long, but this is a story about me. If you look through my channel and you scroll way back, way back, if you go to like the oldest videos, you'll see that as time went by, um, I think I posted a video before I was hospitalized, and then I took a break because I obviously couldn't post videos. And after I was hospitalized, and after I was hospitalized, which was like for like suicidal stuff, whatever. And then if you want to watch me, you can go watch the videos. I have this funny accent because I thought it was cool at the time, but actually, um, I could probably still do it now, but like it comes out randomly anyway. That's a different story. And then there's an accent video, and then whatever. But if you watch those videos and then you keep watching me, and as time goes by, you see my hair get shorter, obviously. And at around that time, my life was changing. I was changing. And the reason of that was because I was getting my treatments and I was working on myself. And as time went by, my hair grew long again and I felt more like myself because it's a process. It takes a long time. But when I first started doing videos, I was in high school. I think I would have been like a junior in high school, a senior in high school. And I could not, would not, could even imagine talking to any stranger anywhere. Like, I could not imagine having a job. I couldn't imagine driving a car. I couldn't imagine um, the process of going anywhere by myself, whether that be walking, driving, whatever, public transportation. I would have very violent panic attacks, which I still occasionally get, but not violent, not like screaming, crying, throwing myself on the floor, throwing myself against walls, like, just a bad time. And if you look at my videos, you'll see that it was my disease was very real and is very real, and it's not something that I'm just telling you guys that you can recover from it because, oh, well, you must have, like, if you're watching this, you might be imagining that, oh, I have it much worse than you. I haven't left my house in 10 years. Well, yeah, but I'm saying that my disease was very nasty, and I'm sure there's people that are probably worse than I was, but I was pretty low. I was pretty, you know, feeling like worthless, like trash, because I couldn't even figure out how to say hello to anybody or figure out how to leave my room. I couldn't even leave my room in my own house because I felt like I couldn't talk with anybody. It was such a nasty feeling, and I felt like disgusted with myself because I couldn't do anything at all. And now, years later, I think it's been like 3 years later, I am probably not the happiest I've ever been, but the most confident I guess I've ever been. I can now, well, I have a job now. I can go pretty much anywhere by myself. Um, well, things aside, because I get lost easily when I drive, but I can drive and I have like gas. And I can do all the things that I never thought I could do. And the key, I think, to getting like this process started is believe. To believe in yourself and to believe that there's more out there than, just inside of you. Yeah, you'll still have panic attacks. You might have it way worse than me. You might be able to recover a lot easier than me. Everybody's different, but it is possible to recover. And the key to the recovery is not someone doing everything for you. You need to do things for yourself, and you need to figure out how to do it for yourself. And if you can't, then try to take, minimum help. The most minimum help, I think, is very important when people have to get treatment for social anxiety disorder. And I've been calling this a disease because it is a disease. It's a disease of the mind, basically. People tend to, say, oh, well, just get over it. Just stop being shy or stop being antisocial, which is a total wrong usage of the word antisocial anyway. But I think you have to start in your head. You have to think of yourself as somebody else. You have to think of yourself as someone that's not afraid, someone that's not just going to give up and die. Because there's so much more. There's things to enjoy. And some people, they might have other things than just social anxiety disorder. Like I have social anxiety disorder and then I'm bipolar type 2. I forget. It's not type, it's the milder one. I don't have full like blown out manic phases. Like I have like things called like hypomanic or whatever. Um, so like I have to deal with that, and then I have to deal with social anxiety, and I have to deal with those two things. And for some people, it might be like you might have three different. What am I saying? I'm like saying the same word like 10 times, but you might have like three different things going on in your head, or you might have like a physical disability, and I don't know what that's like, but I'm saying that if you battle one thing at a time, it's a lot easier. So picturing yourself doing these greater things is what's going to get you started. If you cannot picture yourself doing those things, that is where, you're not going to do very well because you need to see it. Not, your family, your mother, father, son, daughter, wife, husband. They don't need to believe in you. You need to believe in you because when all is said and done and, you're alone trying to figure out your things, you have to push yourself. You have to do it. And I've always had that concept in my mind, but until I actually applied it, is when it actually worked. So where do you start off? I would say number one key thing. People say to go to a therapist, but I recommend to go to group therapy, especially for social anxiety disorder. They just basically throw you in a group, depending on how they do it, and you get to share your feelings with other people. And you may be so nervous that you feel like you're going to die. You may cry, you may have a panic attack, you may have all these things, but you have to start. And you may feel scared, but it's either you do or you die. And it may sound kind of um, like it's more serious than it is, but it is so serious. And if you don't start today, then, you know, what is the rest of your life going to look like? Like, you have to start today. Because I know, like, for me, like, I don't think a lot of people understand what it's like. You know, you're a prisoner in your own mind. You love people, but you don't want to be around them. So it's kind of like just like a feeling of sadness. Like the fear is just like so much that most people can't even imagine feeling that amount of fear when nothing is wrong in their life. And that's how it appears to everybody, that nothing is wrong. And it can happen to anyone. Anyone can have social anxiety disorder. You could be like the people think that it's easier for like people that are I guess girls or pretty or handsome. But it is the same amount of suffering. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about self-confidence and self-image issues. I'm talking about social anxiety disorder, and I hope you guys found it useful. And I definitely believe that most people can get through this. And you know, even now that that it feels like it was in the distant past that I couldn't do things, I remember. And there's still things that I can't do. Um, but I guess if you look through my story and you look through all my videos, you'll see the difference. You'll see the change. And I know you guys can do it. And that's why I made this video, because I just remembered, you know, I don't like to look at the videos, but that's who I was. So that's all for today, and I'll see you guys next